What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Dan Squidz, back at it again with the Crash Bandicoot NSaneTrilogy. This time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be playing Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. So for the returning viewers who've been with me since the beginning, welcome back. And if it's your first time here, welcome for the first time. We're going to be having a lot of fun through this series. I can't believe we're already at Crash 2. It's really gone so quick, but we've had a lot of fun. So I'm going to shut up now because we've got a cutscene, and I try not to speak over the cutscenes. If you want to skip it, please look at the information on the screen now, and we'll see you very soon.
Crystals. Of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! My battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
And we are in the game now. It feels good to be playing this game. So if you guys watched the first Let's Play through Crash 1, you know that I grew up on Crash Bandicoot, right? However, you know, when Crash 1 came out, I think I was only 2 years old. So I actually resonate a lot more with Crash 2. I've got a lot more vivid memories of playing this game growing up. So it's going to be awesome. I haven't actually played this game at all since the NSaneTrilogy has come out. So this is my first time playing Crash 2 since I was a kid. So this is definitely going to be hitting me in the feels as we go through this nostalgia trip. And I think we're going to be going straight into another cutscene. I will say this game has a lot of cutscenes, so I will give you guys the option to skip as I always do. But it looks like we're going to have Cortex here saying something very soon.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
It actually feels crazy to be back in this warp room. Like it's like a fever dream, crazy nostalgia. So let's get started. We're going to obviously go chronologically here with Turtle Woods. And a massive improvement from the first series, guys, is I'm actually playing on an Xbox controller. I know, about time, but after doing the entire Crash 1 using the mouse and keyboard, I recognized that with the addition of sliding and crouching in this game, to be able to map that out onto a keyboard and mouse was just going to be too much of a headache. So using a controller already feels like infinitely better. I have so much more control over the movements of the characters. So big improvement. Already really impressed visually by how this game looks. I mean, Crash 1 in the remake already like blew me away with how awesome it looks, but they've somehow like even stepped it up a little bit further with the visuals in this game. So I'm really impressed with it. Now I think I can actually go back and jump through this thing. Maybe I can belly flop, or yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that led you to like a little hidden bonus level. And the one thing I do remember about a lot of the bonus levels is you access them by like just falling down a hole as opposed to jumping on that platform that teleports you there. So it's a nice little addition that they've added into this game. Really like what they've done with the water feature in the background there. It looks really cool. But yeah, having the Xbox controller opens up the possibility of me doing doing the relics, so going for full completion. The thing that hindered me from doing that in the last Let's Play in Crash 1 was the fact that I just felt like I didn't have... You need to have really, really like precise control to do the relics, in terms of like the standard I set to myself was gold relic or above, right? Which isn't an easy task, and any slight mistake you make in a run, anything that causes you to slow down or die, the run's over. And doing it with the mouse and the keyboard just became like too frustrating, so I kind of gave up on it. But having the Xbox controller now enables me to have that control over the fine motor skills here, and I think that opens up the possibility of potentially doing some relics. I won't get ahead of myself because it is only the first level, but just something to think about. Obviously, we have a few new creatures here that we can combat. Some new enemies, which is pretty cool, and a bit more of a development in storyline than the first Crash Bandicoot. The first Crash Bandicoot was basically, there was like 1 or 2 cutscenes in the entire game, so there wasn't much storyline at all to contend with. But this one, they've developed it a little bit further. You've got the fact that Cortex is essentially manipulating Crash into getting him all these crystals, which he's going to use to, I think it was either to create a weapon or some sort of world domination thing, with the help of N. So you've kind of got continuous cutscenes throughout, aiding to the development of the story. And one of the funny things is you'll see in the comments often, yay, my first Ooga Booga. You'll see in the comments often on Crash Bandicoot videos for Crash 2, people saying that this entire game is a result of Coco needing a laptop battery, which we saw at the start of the earlier cutscene, where she basically said, Crash, get me a laptop battery, and thus begins this journey. However, I would like to say that I believe this would have happened anyway, because Cortex essentially warped Crash Bandicoot into the warp room, and he could have done that from anywhere. He could have done that whilst he was sitting next to Coco. Crash didn't have to be sent on this journey for the battery to be warped. So anyway, just some of my rambles here. As we complete the first level, we're off to a good start. We've got our first gem and our first crystal. And even this little animation sequence as we get teleported back to the warp room brings back a lot of memories and a lot of nostalgia. And if I recall correctly, I'm sure as we get back to the warp room, we're going to have another cutscene. Actually, that's new. He vomited the crystal out, but he pulled the gem from his ass. I swear he used to always pull it out from his ass, so that might be a new animation, unless I'm forgetting or remembering incorrectly. All right, here we go.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? Are you there, Crash?
All right, so there we have it. We've got Cortex continuing to deceive and gaslight Crash into getting his crystals, and Crash, being the one brain-celled simpleton, just goes through the motions. And it looks like Coco's trying to reach out. She obviously knows something's wrong, and using her superior intellect, she's attempting to reach Crash and straight into an Ooga Booga. I have a lot of good memories from this level as well. Again, another visually stunning level. I think they've done a really, really good job with the color scheming, with the good contrasts here, and just the textures and the attention to detail is something that I'm really a big fan of. And guys, I've mentioned that at the conclusion of this Let's Play through the Crash Bandicoot series, I'm kind of open to suggestions in terms of what game or what series to play next. I do enjoy my retro games. It's funny that this is now considered a retro game, but I enjoy some of these games that are quite nostalgic. I did kind of allude to the fact that I could be open to playing Spyro, because they did a remaster of that as well. But I'm also open to playing some contemporary modern games as well. I had a guy at work suggest I play Elden Ring. So Elden Ring, I'm very limited in my knowledge of it, but it's a very popular game series at the moment that I think is part of the... damn, I was trying to slide there. I think it's part of the Dark Souls kind of gaming universe, and it's like a big open world role-playing game that's notorious for being really difficult, but also like visually stunning and just a really good storyline and fun game. So do you reckon I should play that game? I'm open to almost any suggestion, but I've had like no experience in RPGs, like ever. I've always been like a platformer, like this style of game, Crash Bandicoot, or a first-person shooter gamer. So I'm not going to be very good. And by all reports, these games are like quite difficult. So I don't know if that's going to make friends. Damn, See, I got to get used to this, right? The added, slide gives you the benefit of being able to cover greater distances and jump higher heights. But sometimes you'll slide when you're meaning to crouch, or you'll do a belly flop when you're meaning to slide. So kind of got to get used to those controls as well. So should I play Elden Ring? I don't know. I'm open to some suggestions. You've got that new Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Shadows, is coming out. I think it's the end of this year, and that looks pretty good as well. It's been a while since I played an Assassin's Creed game, so that could be a bit of fun. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm out of the loop with this whole gaming thing, so I'm completely beholden to your guys' suggestions in terms of what to play next. Or do I, touch on my old roots and play an FPS game? But I don't even know what FPS games are out there at the moment. Is there any good FPS games? There's a Call of Duty coming out soon, right? There's Black Ops 6. Are we up to Black Ops 6? That seems like ridiculously high, considering I remember playing Black Ops 1 when that came out. So if we're up to Black Ops 6, that's crazy. Time flies. But that's coming out. Is that going to be worth playing? Or are there other FPS games that are already out or soon to be released that are better? I'm not sure. I'm out of the loop, as I said. So I'm gonna do a little bit of research, and I'm gonna see what's going to kind of be the best direction for us to go in. But like I said, considering you guys are the viewers, I'm completely open to your suggestions. As Crash vomits out another crystal and another gem, and I'm gonna let his dancers play. I think it'd be rude for me to stop him mid dance. So, another cutscene. Let's see who we've got this time.
So, you are helping Cortex gather crystals, yet you have acquired a gem. Interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
All right, well, this time it's Embryo, and he has poised himself up as an enemy to Cortex, or at least it appears in this game. I don't know if there's some double bluff going on here where they're actually working together. Like I said, it's been so long since I played this game, so I don't actually remember the storyline. This level, I mean, the music from this level is iconic, as you can hear, but this is the one where you... I mean, it's kind of like a bit of a remodel from some of these water levels in the first Crash. I should have just skip that thing entirely. I don't think I needed to jump on it. But they've included the jet powered surfboard in this level, so a nice little addition. And yeah, I'm quite impressed with the music in the first game is iconic, but I feel like they've almost stepped it up a notch in this game in terms of the music, the sound effects, and how they perfectly fit the environment that you're in. As we hop on our surfboard for the first time, you'll also notice the spotted mushrooms on the side of the levels. It's the red-capped mushroom with the white polka dots. They're basically throughout this entire game. And it's interesting, that mushroom is based on a real mushroom called the Amanita muscaria mushroom, and it's a highly psychedelic mushroom. So I wonder if that's being placed in on purpose to insinuate perhaps all of this entire world could be a hallucination of somebody, some fever dream or some intense, vivid trip that somebody is on. I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but perhaps it could be. It seems like it's not a coincidence that highly psychedelic mushroom was added into this game, and considering that the world kind of carries with it this highly colourful, really visually intense aesthetic to it, perhaps that was done on purpose. I don't know. But yeah, I actually wish you guys could see the little gaming setup I have right now. I should have taken a half second extra to measure that distance there, but I'm actually at work and I haven't been, fully transparent about what I do for work. And maybe one day I can. For now, I actually can't. It's for, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. Let's put it that way. But one of the benefits of the current job I work is I have a lot of free time, right? And I can use that time however I deem to be appropriate. Let's put it that way. And I have my gaming laptop here set up. I've got my Xbox controller. And to think that I'm technically on the clock, I'm getting paid to sit here and play video games, is pretty awesome. So, I'm count myself pretty lucky here. Hang on a second. How did we miss 40 boxes? Yeah, how did we miss 40 boxes? No, surely I don't have to go and do the bonus again after I've died. That I'm going to assume that those mixed boxes are something to do with the blue gem. Because there's no way I missed that many boxes. So anyway, like I said, we're not going for 100% completion. We're just going for completion in this game. So we're going to press on here. And if I had to take a guess, we're going to get back to the warp room and there's going to be another animation. So let's have a look after I vomit out my crystal. Yes. Who is it this time?
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
Thank God. We get a 1 crystal break from Cortex interfering. So the good thing with the controller is I can do that little swag walk, which you definitely can't do on the PC. But yeah, we'll end the first episode here, guys. Be sure to be subscribed to the channel, notifications turned on, because we're going to be continuing this series very soon. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.